side apart from this Yunara, so finding ways to enable her is your best setup.
And you got your answer. We asked at the start of this, is Mcoy going to play these side lanes heavy, or are we going to get this front to back? We got the front to back. We got the super.
A bit suspect, even if he does get the wins on it. So the Lulu, I think, caught KT unaware. That's why you go for the blind Braum, expecting something like a Rel or an Alistair to come
really good
through.
point. As you said, engage is best. Speaking of engage, it's Elyoya. Okay, he's got a Cataclysm up and available, and Peter's caught out in the river. Cuz here to support, but Cataclysm comes down, enables Jojo. Cuz has to flash away, but the dunk for first blood from Jojo. Super runs into Docdam. Okay, he sends out the Arc Light of Judgment. It's set for Elyoya to get another knock-up. Whittling away is Docdam, running for his life. Smited down, barriers there. Super wants to be in range. Elyoya tanked it up. The Arc Light was close to a kill. Mcoy almost at 2, but Elyoya will survive the ace in the hole as Mcoy hit first.
But the fact that Elyoya took so much tower aggro means they can't actually go for the objective. Mcoy will be able to push out this wave, but it will be KT that are getting these void groups.
It is a big objective to take away. We've got a lot of power in that Rumble, and a Caitlyn as well. For KT, it is a meaningful win despite the kill. The flip back though, Mirwin's going to all out. Perfect, that's a flash away. An ulti for a summoner here in the isolated 1v1.
I think answer for what was taken.
I guess they thought they were going to kill Docdam, and they thought with that, okay, no Caitlyn, and then we can get grubs, and you're right, that small inch of a health bar. Plus the fact that Elyoya took 2 turret shots really hurt them in the end, so Dagda, 3 grubs versus Dragon might be the call here because Elyoya's already taking it. And Cuz obviously resetting, is going for his bot side clear. So there is an objective trade and maybe a kill as well as BDD. Never mind, he gets phase rush, he gets out of it as Alvaro makes the move.
The Lulu ganks are a little less threat. They want to go for the Scuttle Crab, but the second they see all 3 members on the top side, they realize they want nothing for it, but damage.
One Super jumps forward, he's got the Cat Mine, steps in full Transcendent! He's transcended Docdam for the solo kill!
The Kraken Slayer doing work, and Mcoy winning out of the bottom. Slow, pops the ult, and there's nothing Docdam can do.
Holy damage. We're doing it again though. Elyoya's back down. The Arc Light of Judgment slows him down. Docdam's dead again. Super at 2 kills. I see you, Europe.
And that's the Feats of War picked up as well as now Mcoy want to look for more pressure on towards this bot lane turret. KT trying to defend.
Trying, but can they is the biggest question here. There's Galio on the way down. 4 versus 2 it would be. And Orianna quickly behind. BDD needs to get there fast as Super is still doing so much damage. Anyone steps up. The turret under fire. Peter puts up the Unbreakable at half HP. He's happy to step forward again and get that attack speed buff down. Cuz is just going to have to go back to his camps. The mini wave is cleared, but Super so close to taking down first turret.
Yeah, he still wants to keep up the pressure on this bottom side. Docdam is making his way in here, but I think still Mcoy should just be able to brute force this, if not just move over towards the Dragon as you see the pings going down. And Docdam just needs to kind of sit here and hope that he can hold on, but he feels scared underneath the tower.
Peter's hovering around mid, so you know that Docdam's just isolated. You got full vision of him. Super's trying to deny the wave, and Docdam all of a sudden is 30 CS down. I was right before I said 30 CS, and Super's made it a reality as Dragon's going to go with it.
Mcoy are playing this early game fantastically. We'll have to see if they're going to be able to keep up this pace as Alvaro just starting to pop his head into mid lane to make sure Jojo can farm it up. Rift Herald is taken, or he's been taken by KT, I should say, as Mirren TP back in, so Mcoy may look for a contest here.
Super's on the way up as well with Transcendence available. Shield is ran only onto Peter for now. The level 7 Braum in jeopardy. A double knock up here with Wild Growth. Mcoy looking to advance, but they've used quite a lot. Flag and drag onto Cuz, who's isolated for the time being. Mirwin joins in as well. Redemption's going to come on down and give KT a bit of a lifeline. Jojo's just getting out of there, looking towards bot, while Docdam doesn't want to join.
That's the thing, it's an empty threat from KT. They have the Caitlyn in the bottom side. It's a 4 versus 5, and they're still trying to contest onto this. You look at where this Galio is, just hovering with that ultimate available.
Jojo wants to jump in. If they find a fight, it's all for naught here from KT. They're soft advancing, but a flash on, a Cataclysm, and there's Jojo finally. Cuz sent packing, and now with the ulti out, Perfect's in trouble. Meanwhile, the side of the fight, Super's picking up kills again. The superstar on the right, Mcoy on the left, and 5 kills to 0. KT got nothing left.
KT were trying desperately to keep Mcoy interested, seeing if they could buy time for Docdam to get some gold on this bottom side, and he will get the tower, but you've lost so much on that top half of the map. 5-0 for Mcoy. And now Jojo moving down towards this bottom side, but Docdam's already got away.
Got to really ask ourselves, how much for KT is that going to be worth it? Good noticing there, Dagda, as Herald goes down.
KT, even though they lose the blue, are defending the space relatively well, especially as BDD move down towards that bottom side to push out. It means that now MKOI have to move Jojo across.
Stepping up.
Oh, hang on.
Knockdown went up for this. Peter misses the ulti. Super kites it back. He transcended time and space for a little bit, and did he even Dagger is the biggest question.
No, that was just his Q.
He just walked up with Q. He's that strong right now with Renan. Dragon going down there to teleport from Mirwin. It's going to be slow from Perfect if he decides to enter. They go towards mid anyway, but Mirwin's now zoning off the choke. Jojo on the other side. Third Dragon. It's not a soft contest. It's a full commitment with PP. Dokdam is sitting around mid, but Mcoy are looking to collapse with the Winds of War. Perfect zoned out. Peter as well, but there's no true damage yet as Mcoy try to find a way in.
There's Rift out on the bottom side, creating pressure. Is Jojo going to move across that? And Mcoy are constantly threatening this Adakan as well. KT trying to brute force mid to pull Mcoy in towards the mid lane.
Super's got Renans. He can clear this wave in an instant, so there's the play. Done and dusted. KT are going to ARAM a bit, while the Herald is NPCing a structure bot.
Mcoy are just playing the map better. Again, it's keeping pressure on towards the bot tier 2. Jojo putting pressure in through this bot side jungle. Still, Mcoy, I think just unsure of if they want to really commit towards this Adakan. It does reset, and they're moving Mirwin over. BDD on the reset, can TP in to join on this bottom side as Jojo, caught by the Witch's Bite.
Hilda Duran though, Mcoy can peel off and join the fray. Winds of War, they jump in, but Super's just over there. Onto Cuz, he gets poked out a little. Mirwin, he's got a flank, but KT have seen him, I believe, on the edge of a ward. BDD teleports in, 5 members in front of Adakan, and Perfect has a spider sense.
Yeah, this is a little dicey from Mcoy. Mirwin going to move back towards mid lane and try and keep up the pressure on towards that mid lane turret. KT may just start up the Adakan to try and draw Mcoy in here.
Again, Mirwin looks for mid. He can get that push in, he's done so. He'll deny the minions and now move down. At 13k, it's slow. It ain't that fast. KT getting chunked and shredded with resistances. Mcoy haven't been poked out yet.
Yeah, you can see Mcoy setting up for the flank. They want to make sure they can get on towards BDD and Dokdam.
Mirwin, all it takes is a set up with the path maker. Meanwhile, Cuz has been left by his team. The jump in there, Jojo's going to follow as well. Shockwave is big though. 3-man with a hot pot inside. Mcoy ran in, it was a bait, it was a ruse, and Cuz drew them in. Flush from Dokdam, ace in the hole. He sets it up now, and Super's in the ground. Cuz is a freaking genius.
The trap was set, and Mcoy walked into it perfectly as BDD with the shockwave, as Perfect with the Rumble ultimate decimate Mcoy where they stand.
I mean, I thought that guy was inting, but BDD, when you have him on his team, just play for his setup. Redemption's going to come down. Dokdam gets hit at 3k. A steal looks hard. Elyoya looking to go in at Adakan. 15. Almost 14 flushes. They're in Cataclysm still! The king of the jungle from Madrid, baby! That's him!
The Spanish secret agent! That he can get the Cataclysm, smites it away, finishes off the support. He does kill Peter off the back of that as well. As mid tower now very low. Super taking some hits though.
You are right about the gold lead shrinking down, but remember Soul Point. Peter stepping up, Winter's Bite doesn't connect. BDD, an insane shockwave. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe I should have given him more credit. I was just amazed that Cuz drew them all in. And BDD clapped his hands together. Did a bit of Thanosing as KT hover around mid lane. Remember, Super's still big. Cataclysm is a 3-man for Jojo as well. Peter caught in the middle. His Winter's Bite saves his life. A Shockwave only 1 man. As there's a hot pot in the middle once again. Super chunked out and Cuz has found his man. Super might survive for now, but then the wind becomes lightning once more. Mirwin's over the wall. He gets out, but KT have some life in them yet.
The patience that Mcoy have demonstrated all game long has dissipated, and KT are punishing them so incredibly well.
It's not even going to get him there anywhere close. He knows he's going towards the bot side. He's going to clear his camp, and KT land on 2.5k gold.
And look at that gold.
He knows it wouldn't really hit. Alvaro's in front, but that opens up mid-turret. And even though he didn't get ahead early, it doesn't matter. That Caitlyn's still going to bloody scale.
Yeah, Dokdam pretty happy now that the shoe's on the other foot, and Super having to go back to base. Mcoy, they had this game under control, but KT are fighting back. And now with the Baron, they're going to get so much of this standing gold as well. And we talked already about the late game scaling that KT have. You can see the damage that this Caitlyn is already doing. Mcoy need to find a way to stop us, but is it too late?
At 2.6k, it stands for now, but an inner turret in this bot lane is going to be up next, and Docdam is critting these turrets, man. He's headshotting them, and they're going down quick.
Jojo going to try and push in mid, look to take the mid lane tower. KT trying to collapse on him before he can do so. One auto.
That is a nice take for
Still a collapse,
TP.
though.
Yeah, he's going to ulti out. I think that's a good call. Perfect was there around one side, the rest of KT another.
Any gold to take.
Well, that's going to be brightening it on the whiteboard for the event. KT, I mean, it was such a clutch factor that came in. Elyoya thinking about his angle, though, after last time he thought he had a winning play. He thought he found a pick. He needs to get a powerful Cataclysm and lay it up perfectly.
But who do you try and go for? BDD
Right.
now has that Sonya's Hourglass completed, even though he doesn't have flash up. Docdam still has his flash. Everyone, apart from Peter, has their flash.
Put it way too damn hot.
They're hoping for a pick. Basically, Jojo sit on vision. If they try and move through this choke point in jungle, maybe he can flash over the wall with a taunt. Goes for it.
Just
Looks
a
like
punch,
for Peter,
equalizer down. Jojo wants a way out, he flashes over the wall. Ace in the hole, Perfect's gonna match the flash. Shield to Duran, a taunt out as well. He gets phase rush, but he's getting burnt asunder. Lucky to be alive is the Galio. There was a bit used from KT, but Jojo now with nothing up.
Yeah, Mcoy, kind of a fake contest there, looking to see if they can just take these turrets on the sidelines and again be a nuisance, but Jojo having to burn so... Especially if he can finish this rabbit on death cap for BDD, he just becomes so massive. For Mcoy, do you just... Oh, Super!
That was a crit. Super needs to get out of there. Elyoya alongside with him. Mirwin too. They're running for their lives. Mirwin had to flash for that as well.
Was on the flank.
He tags him. Alvaro, he's the one almost. Wind becomes lightning. Cuz re-engages on the minion wave. They've got priority. And with that chunk, it feels like Baron might come with it.
Jojo in behind them though. Mcoy gonna look for the flank and see if they can all in on this, it looks like.
It would be a miracle. Mirwin needs a flip. They need the right target. The engager from Cuz. The all-in. Elyoya finds backline. Under Docdam. They're there, but where's the damage at? It's all up to Super, who's getting burnt asunder with one kill already going down. Elyoya sacrifices his life. Peter jumps in. Super re-engages with the wild growth, but it ain't enough. KT, we got excited for a reason. There ain't no false hope here.
That was just lured into the base of Mcoy.
Just remember, BDD got glazed for a reason. And here at the start of Worlds, they'll break that little curse. Not a game won since their qualification to this event, but they'll start off the right way. They'll put LCK's name first, and we are looking exciting on KT.